Buen día.
So when I first found out I was coming to Paraguay, I open up the package and I look and it says Paraguay and I said, Paraguay? Paraguay. 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 Period. And that's what it was, kind of this process of adjustment. Like, Paraguay, really? Paraguay, yeah, oh, okay. And Paraguay, that's kind of cool. That could be my future.
Paraguay, to me, in short words, is tereré, and people, and heat.
Paraguay to me means the children, means working with children who are incredibly excited to be learning and incredibly excited to be experiencing anything new that you can offer.
It's meant kind of doing things that I would never get to do anywhere else.
Mandioca and tereré. Because you eat mandioca with every single meal, and you might not like it at first, but you start to love it, especially with hot sauce. And tereré is just a vital part of everyday life.
Maisha pa.
Paraguay actually has a really good training program.
You're in a very structured environment. You're stimulated every day. You're learning a lot, and you're taking in all types of technical information, cultural information as fast as you can. And it's fun, and it's stimulating, and it's brand new, and it's exciting.
I think one of the challenges was the language. It's something that at the beginning it's frustrating, and you want to learn it already, but it comes with time.
Che aspirante cuerpo de paz pegua.
Che aspirante cuerpo de paz pegua.
Che aspirante cuerpo de paz pegua. Repetir.
Muchas incertidumbres que tenemos los voluntarios, y en la mayor parte de los casos el soporte o apoyo principal fuera de CHP son las familias. Al día de hoy todavía discuto con todos mis compañeros sobre que yo tengo la mejor familia en Guarambaré. Soy guaraní. Aún en mi caso, al yo ser latinoamericano de Puerto Rico, tal vez las diferencias culturales son menores a las que tienen mis compañeros del Cuerpo de Paz, pero ser voluntario es eso, dejar conocer tu cultura, conocer otra cultura, mientras te puedes integrar en las distintas áreas para trabajar y mejorar muchas de las situaciones aquí de Paraguay.
When you go out to site, you realize that you like site a lot more than training, but that's how it's supposed to be. And, I feel like I got a lot of the resources necessary, and I had a ton of fun, and I learned the things I needed to do to at least get me started out in site.
Buen día.
Waktu ajeno min derejeaña enamorar. Dai katui teremedia se disculpa tamante. Rohai kuete ningo shemba emboy que se acame. Ai kwa ponete hapende yara erekoha.
Everything about Peace Corps requires a lot of flexibility, and a lot of what you're doing is different maybe than what you thought you'd be doing. I work with a women's committee. I come and I hang out with them, and I bring the detergent to them from the city, which is inaccessible for them. And they make it and market it and profit from it, and I'm really just there to help smooth that process along. My biggest job with them is to supply and to hang out.
Here I've been working on a library project, which has been very successful and very enjoyable, very fulfilling. In third grade, there's this one student, and this was his third year in third grade, and this year he passed through. Having books that were so beautiful to look at and just made reading so much more interesting and fun and less work. And I've seen that happen with a lot of kids, but with him in particular, he's going on to fourth grade next year after doing third grade for 3 years, and that was very rewarding.
You know, just having those days where I can feel like I did something worthwhile, where I got to either meet people or I learned something about the environment or about nature or about Paraguayan life, like gardens and huertas, or just making a connection or learning something. That I guess that's what's important for me.
Paso casi diariamente a la municipalidad, pero en la mayor parte de los días, en las tardes paso en reuniones con comisiones vecinales o dando clases o algún tipo de charla sobre educación cívica, educación ambiental, actividades en general con los niños y jóvenes de todas las escuelas y colegios de mi comunidad.
My second year, I really focused on a community-wide latrine project. We had 73 families involved. It involved another NGO, but it was cool to see my kind of transference of role as the first kind of initiator of the project and helping the small steps to, at the end, I was a complete just observer. Again, watching the community leaders kind of fill into those leadership roles was something, it was an amazing change to watch.
So I have all the basic amenities. I have a refrigerator, and I have a fan, and I have a cell phone, which is great for keeping in touch, both with home and with other volunteers, and also doing work here. I no longer have dreams about carpet. But really, I'm happy here, and I really like the living a lot because you live so much more outside. The life between indoors and outdoors is very fluid.
Living with latrines is not a hard thing to do. Living without running water is not a hard thing to do. You get over it. Living with another culture is kind of hard, but you get over it, and you will make friends. Living with yourself for 2 years is the hardest thing you can possibly do.
If you're making fun of yourselves with Paraguayans in a foreign language, whether you're having a bad day and go visiting a family and they'll treat you like one of their own sons, daughters, it's the little things that kind of build up that are the highs and the lows that make this service so just spectacular.
Medio ambiente, desarrollo, autoestima, atesai, la ipori, la ipona beba, cuerpo de paz, Paraguay. Medio ambiente, desarrollo, autoestima, atesai, la ipori, la ipona beba, cuerpo de paz, Paraguay.
Wine, wine, old friend line of wine, won't you leave me till the morning and get some peace of mind? Now I'm going far away from here. Susie was a good girl, she lived up in the pines, took me for my money, robbed me of my mind.